Hey there, hi there, ho there, fellas. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the disheveled look and messy living room. I've had a long morning of being off. Yeah, I'm about to go clean and then go run over to this Bring Me the Horizon show out in Dallas, Texas. But before I do that, I did want to come on here and chat real quick. So a few days ago, I did make a video regarding Ethan Klein and, if I'm not mistaken, I guess technically Zach Lewis, his like soundbite guy over on the H3 show, and a clip that I saw floating around. I was actually two clips of them playing like the Nokia cell phone ringtone from back in the day, as well as like beeper noises whenever they were referring to Frogan and Denims. And I made a response video really fast, really quickly, just because it got me quite emotional. I used to be a huge H3 fan. I wish all of the guys well over there. Always have, always will. But unfortunately, over the last 2 years, ever since the October 11th attack, or October 7th, my bad, attack, um, they have unfortunately gone downhill in regards to being a watchable show, IMO, where either they're consistently just defending Israel, condemning them like very lightly, like as though it's like a slap on the wrist. Most of the time, like trying to say that they're pro-Palestinian, but it really feels like they're just saying it to say it out loud, and then you know, putting their foot in their mouth when talking about the genocide in any way, shape, or form. He has gone after numerous creators, whether it's starting a lawsuit or just like essentially like declaring war, as he says on the show all the time with like Denims, Frogan. I forget the other dude's name. I don't watch him. He's like some crazy guy that played like a terrorist simulator game or something like that. And don't get me wrong. I totally get some of these things. I totally agree that some of the stuff that these people have done or have said is really fucked up. Do I support them? No, not really. I barely even know who Frogan and Denims are, other than like seeing them float across my timeline every once in a while. But I mostly wanted to come on here and talk about the community's response. I had many comments from different H3 show supporters, and all of them just stating that I'm, spending way too much time on Snark, or I have way too much time on my hand to not look for the facts, and I'm just, immediately like believing a fake video and like supporting fake video and fake comments and stuff and spreading misinformation. And that's not what my video was about. I reacted to it pretty quick and in a hurry because I used to be a huge fan. And it pains me to see over and over and over again every single time that I see the H3 show pop across my timeline on like Twitter, Instagram, anything like that. It's always them being nasty and ugly is what it feels like every single time. And it really sucks because I really enjoyed that show for a long time. I have a lot of their clothing. I have a lot of well, realistically, just their clothing. I have like an air freshener or something as well, but and then I have like a Teddy Fresh logo, little bear thing on like an old pipe that I used to use when I would smoke. But that doesn't matter. The point is I was a huge supporter and I was a fan. I suppose you could say a fallen fan now. And it's just they were so quick to attack me, how I look, call me dumb, say that I need to go touch grass, go talk to people, or like go interact with real humanity instead of online. But not a single one of them would provide any sort of context or any sort of clip that proved that the clips were fake. Do I believe that the clips were fake? Yes, I do. I have I chatted with some people in the comment section telling them that I am doing a little bit more research for a video that I'm going to be posting tomorrow. And I do believe that the videos are fake. Yes, I do. But the point is I was asking people to show me if they could, or if they could like point me in the direction to get more context to see if those things were fake, or if it was a video that I like completely just in bad faith showed and believed. And not a single one of them could. Very, very little of them were actually cordial and would talk back. Immediately, some of them would just like spam comment, like just the most vile things, like just like making me out to seem like this is something more than just a hobby. Like, I'm sorry that I work a 9 to 5. I don't have all the time in the world to just immediately drop everything and go and do a whole bunch of research, and how I'm, doing like bad because I don't want to just immediately do that, and I'm not allowed to make any sort of reaction video unless I go do that. But I'm sorry, my friend, I'm allowed to have an opinion on something that I see that comes across the timeline. And in that video, I even openly state that if it is true, it's disgusting. And if it's not true, that I would issue an apology, because it's obviously it's wrong. I shouldn't be like out here spreading hate or anything on anybody. And I'm not trying to do that by any regards. But the community needs to take like a long look in the mirror, because the kind of hate and vileness that they spread is exactly why so many people hate his community. It's almost like his whole platform is just to spread hate and just to spread negative energy and just to attack people for the dumbest reasons, as though they all think that they're better than you because you don't have all the time in the world to just live on the internet. I made a video within like 10 to 15 minutes after seeing those clips. And I did tell them that I would go further and look at more stuff. And I would appreciate it if they could, show some of the evidence that they claim is out there that I still have yet to see, really. One of the clips that I have seen that does seem pretty real is that they did it whenever they were watching a Frogan clip, which is even more deplorable than anything, because like that young lady is wearing a hijab, and then to play like a beeper sound and imply any sort of terrorist joke at all is just horrific and gross, especially in such a time where people are being attacked and deported by the freaking secret police that are hiding their face just for the color of their skin. We live in really questionable times, but I really just wanted to say that it's overwhelming, and it's like a little surprising and a little shameful that I used to be a part of such an ugly and vile community. But if you guys have any thoughts or anything on that, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'm always open to have a chat. If you have any sort of evidence that shows that those clips were fake, please drop a link. Hit me on Twitter. It's literally the same as my YouTube. I do not mind. But respectfully, your insults, they go in one ear and out the other, dude. I don't really care. You guys are just people to me. Your opinions do not really matter, unfortunately, at the end of the day, at least about me. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you liked the video. Peace.